Hey traders, Marcello here, founder of the Day Trading Academy. Today we're going to be talking about, or answering I should say, the questions you have for our master traders.
Hi Renee. So switching from or jumping from Forex to futures is it's not a big difference. So you need to make your calculations based on your risk management, based on your simulated profits. I would recommend for futures, or at least for the ES, which I'm trading. I would recommend for one contract that you have at least $1,500 on your account. You have $500 margin, and then you have your $1,000 kind of trading fund, and that's the least I would recommend.
Renee, that's a good question, and I get asked this question a lot too. So the amount of money it takes, it just really depends on what kind of trader you're going to be. Now, of course, a lot of traders are underfunded, and that's a big problem. But that problem is you can overcome that problem if you're able to practice more. Now, money always helps you because you're able to lose a little bit before you become profitable. But of course, I would say to open an account, you can open an account for a couple $1,000s. It doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be profitable, but I recommend as much money as you have to comfortably lose, because you're going to lose a little bit in the beginning.
Renee, the question about going from Forex to futures, how much money do you need to be able to open up that account? The absolute minimum is $1,000. I know it's going to be very different from you guys that think you're going to open up a Forex account with $50 and start making $1 million. Remember that the stock market is zero-sum game, which basically means that if somebody's winning, somebody's losing. And I can guarantee you there's a reason why George Soros and all these big wigs at the institutions, Bill Ackman, Jim Rogers, which is my favorite trader / investor, the reason why they have hundreds of millions and billions with a B dollars is because they are taking it from us. So to think that you're just going to open up an account with $50 or $100 in Forex and start making all this money is sadly not the case. You're going to need to practice quite a bit. So for futures, if you're going from Forex to futures, the minimum that you need to open up an account for futures is going to be $1,000. The recommended, however, as Jim Steele said, which I don't know if you're going to see that yet or not, or see it after me, is going to be about $2,500, $3,000 to make sure that you have a margin of error, because obviously you're going to lose a little bit of money, most people in the beginning, because you're going to have to bring that ego down, right, and think a little bit less of yourself, that you're going to absolutely conquer the world in just a month after learning how to trade. So $2,000 to $3,000 would definitely be enough.
The jump from Forex to futures, well, obviously Forex is a highly leveraged instrument, so probably not one of the best. I think probably my money management kind of risk rules are no more than 1 to 1.5% on any given trade. So if our stops are, it's trading one contract with a stop of what we would use, I would say roughly around $5,000 to $6,000.
I would recommend a $2,500 account minimum for the ES, for trading the ES futures. That's all I trade. I think with oil you might need a little bit more, but generally $2,500 is as low as you really want to go. And I would not add to that until it got down to maybe 500, if it does get down that low. Personally, what I do is I trade with a $10,000 account, and when it gets to maybe 20 or 25,000, I take that difference out until it gets back to 10,000. For instance, let's say I started with 10,000, I made 15,000 in profits from trading. I take that 15,000 out.
So Renee, I opened my account with like $2,500 when I very first started. Honestly, you can open it with that, but you should probably have a little bit more cushion. Make sure that you have enough in your account to where you're comfortable and every little trade doesn't, hurt you a little bit, because you lost money. So you have to have a comfortable account that you're comfortable trading. You have to be willing to play the cost of the game, right? Some trades are just gonna fail. And so whatever number that is for you to feel comfortable, that's how big it needs to be.
Renee, I would say you need a minimum of $4,000 to $5,000 for every contract that you're willing to trade. Everybody virtually starts with one contract, so $4,000 to $5,000 the minimum. But futures is definitely the better choice compared to Forex.